Hey guys, and welcome back to Superstar Saga. It's time to begin the quest for the final part of the Beanstar, and, well, we're not even 10 seconds in and we found it. I think that might be a new record, Eldragon.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, like, you certainly have a knack for discovering these things in convenient locations.
Seriously.
Oh, this man! Look at this fucking sprite. This clearly looks like a Chinese stereotype, come on.
Or maybe like a relative of Forful, who knows, really.
Well, that would bring up the disturbing notion of Fawful having a family, which means somebody had to breed sometime, and I don't know if I want to be thinking about that.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, can we, like, get the text out of the way? I think there's a new character we'd much rather be talking to right now.
Yeah, the man that's sort of dressed up in an egg for no particular reason.
It's some sort of egg, but I can't tell what animal it came from.
I don't know, with all the Yoshi signs, maybe it's a Yoshi egg?
I was thinking more along the lines of, like, a Diglett. So I was going to say something like underground based out of the Mario-like universe, like Whacker. There you go, it's a Whacker egg.
What are you doing? Wait, what are you doing? Are you... He's got a special attack! That's new!
Can we bring him into the pie?
That'd be kind of interesting, partner. I love his hair, though. It's very nice and luxurious. You know, very kind of thick and lively. Now, that's always good to have with your hair.
Why are you two freaking out? You look like you see a ghost or something.
Man, it looks like you've seen a man who's dressed like an egg. What, that's never occurred before?
Oh, right, yeah, he looks like Bubbles. I guess there's a reason for that.
Oh, that's true. You know, I was about to say, like, it's been long enough that I completely forgot
Of course.
that this man is actually related to Bubbles in some way.
He's the younger brother.
Well, as long as he's the less crazy brother, who doesn't hole up wearing a fucking potato sack talking to Soda all the time, he's perfectly fine with me.
Oh, this is my chance to redeem myself. They weren't searching for the Chocola Cola. Anyone can get that. It was the Chocola Reserve that was deep within the depths of Chucklehook Woods. Sorry, guys.
Do you think Coca-Cola has, like, a secret reserve that they draw all the Coke from? Just as long as it's not, like, a Slurm Queen, then I'm totally okay with that.
Oh. Oh, God. Why did you put that idea into my mind? Jesus.
You know, the sad part about the Slurm Queen is that you think that would be an original idea, but no, then Devil May Cry, the new one, copied that too, so I don't know how to feel about that.
Wibby wham wham wezzle. So, yeah, it's a fetch quest, dear viewers, but it's a fun fetch quest, because as we'll see in a little bit, we actually have to go around the Bean Kingdom finding these bean fruits in order to, you know, feed the hungry Yoshis to get neon eggs. And you know me, you promise shiny stuff, and I will go to the ends of the earth to find these things. But I really am getting ahead of myself now, because in video time we'll find out about this in about 7 minutes or so.
I do have to say, his assistant is surprisingly durable. Considering the fact that he took this guy's side B like twice, that's nuts, man.
Yeah, obviously a reference to Yoshi's Island, in case that wasn't clear.
That would have been... Yeah, okay, I remember, because I had to think back to Smash, which is odd because I should be an encyclopedia of that knowledge by now, and I sat there to myself, I'm thinking, does Yoshi have an egg thrower? Yes, he does, that's his up B. It doesn't get him a lot of air, but he has one.
Washed up? How dare you?
Men? I take offense to that.
Middle?
Oh, I'll just stand here and get hit by your side B again. Okay, that man has probably broken his pelvis right about now. If beans have pelvises, I don't know. You can go look if you want. I'm just saying he should be dead.
That's your homework for today. Guys, do beans have pelvises?
No, you can't use the Mario Wiki. That's cheating. You're gonna have to cite your sources on this one.
He's just basically explaining what I explained about 2 minutes ago, minus the flavor text, of course.
I have to say, I'm not really sure who approved the business plan to get a Yoshi-themed theater funded. Would that really bring in a lot of the big bucks?
Well, I believe if you, like, bob around this theater area, it's, like, said that the Bean Kingdom inhabitants know of Yoshis, but they're, like, either extremely rare or they don't live there at all.
Okay, now, when you explain it like that, that honestly makes this sound like a sideshow, where, you know, come in and see the freakish dinosaurs of the Mushroom Kingdom, you know, that kind of thing. And then they got the bearded Yoshi over there. They keep him in the cage. You know, that actually reminds me, like, years ago, when I was at the fair, and they had, like, those sideshow attractions, and there was, like, one of them, which I never went to see, but it's always stuck in my mind since. It was, like, it was this big, tall, like, wall where you can't really, like, see it unless you actually went up real close. And the picture on the side said it was basically the exhibit of a decapitated lady that was still alive. And I didn't go see that because that sounded freaky, but to this day, I've always wondered, what would that have looked like, and how would they have gotten away with that? Like, I'm kind of morbidly curious now.
Well, they probably put, like, prosthetics over her head, like, moved the dress up a bit and extended her legs through other prosthetics and whatnot, to give the illusion that it's a decapitated person still alive.
Yeah, that's probably what it done. But, I mean, like, I was young back then. The thought was kind of spooky to me, at least.
Breaking that fourth wall.
Hey man, if you think this movie is going to be good, wait until the sequels come out, at least until they introduce Starlo, and then they kind of runs out of steam at that point.
Oh, I love the Yoshis in this game. They're like, the character models are so adorable.
Yeah, they're pretty good. And I've always liked the noises that Yoshis make. I mean, they're like the weirdest guttural noises that you would imagine a dinosaur to make, but they're kind of cute in a strange way. I don't know.
Still makes me laugh that Stevonnie, when she floats, does the fucking Yoshi thing. Look on the wall, there's references aplenty.
I see a poster to the legendary Starfy, that's kind of awesome!
Or Staffy, as it says there.
Well, that was the translation before, the Staffy was like a series of like platformer games released mostly in Japan, but they actually ported a DS one to like, they gave it a translation, and it was the legendary Starfy for DS. And that game's pretty good apparently from what I've seen. I haven't played a ton of it, but it looked pretty decent. Get a copy, might as well.
We also had Kirby, not really sure what particular Kirby game that refers to. We also had a Wario tile, which probably refers to WarioWare, maybe like Twisted, or maybe not Touch, because I'm not sure if the DS was even out at this point in time. And we also have, M&L. And do you know what Mario and Luigi is called in Japan?
Mario and Luigi RPG?
Basically.
Okay, there you go. See, I don't know, I kind of prefer the American titles for them more, because they make each one feel really special with that kind of subtitle. You're like, oh yeah, it's gonna be an awesome Mario and Luigi adventure.
This Yoshi's not putting up with being put on display here. It's kind of funny, actually.
By the way, I figured out which Kirby game it was on that poster back there. We just have to look and see if he's fucking pissed or not.
Ah, yes. That's how you tell regional differences, boys and girls. It's gonna be really awkward when, the Switch gets a Kirby game, because, if the rumours are true and it's region 3,
Will he be pissed or not?
Yeah, exactly.
That's scary. A Kirby that's not pissed? I don't know.
I'm not sure if I'd be able to deal with that, man. Oh well, compromise. One eyebrow down, one eyebrow raised, in the traditional rock fashion.
Now they are focusing on this screen a lot. It will actually come into play after the end of the game, in an interesting kind of way. So I'm looking forward to that.
Will it? It's been so long since I've actually completed Superstar Saga, actually.
Oh yeah, if you watch the credits real close.
I've already said what kind of foods you need to feed Yoshis to create, neon eggs. It's bean fruits, of course.
Yeah, because as you know, it doesn't agree with Yoshi digestive systems very well. I wonder what kind of eggs they make if you give them chocolate. Although, that would probably kill them, now that I think about it.
Yoshis aren't dogs, no matter how many Mario rides, alright?
That's true. You know what really annoyed me, actually, Yoshi-related? Like those years ago when they made, like, that... PETA made, like, that Mario game, and then they tried to imply that Yoshi was, like, being used by Mario in a bad way, and, like, abuse him and shit like that. I'm like, dude, they let Yoshi fucking go-kart with him. They're friends, man. Come on.
Oh, it's just take your slave out for a fun trip day, really.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think what really bugs me the most is that they don't even get the fucking information correct. Like, dude, Yoshi has, like, totally been Mario's bud for, like, the longest time now. Come on. Okay, except for the parts where Mario kind of jumps off him and then Yoshi falls in the pit. Completely different. That's the thing they don't do anymore, just saying. Well,
it's all part of the Mario-Yoshi clan's blood pact. Ever since birth, when Mario was, taxied, I guess, to his brother Luigi, who was kidnapped by baby Bowser, they have been close friends. Both races have coexisted peacefully. And I'm getting really in-depth with this fanfiction now, so I'm going to try and transition into another sentence, full stop. This guy's weird.
Okay, good. Basically, you do need to talk to him because he will actually show you the locations of the bean fruits, which is vital. Around this general area, I guess.
None of them in Teehee Valley. Good stuff.
Man, that would have been annoying if they made you go back to all the previous areas to get these bean fruits.
Yeah, they're just like around, basically the castle town for the most part.
Yeah, well, that does make it convenient. You can pretty much just do it all in a line, which I think I did most of the time.
And these places are, like, clearly marked, or at least, you know, they'll become apparent that they're, you know, holding bean fruits by the time you get to this point in the game, because you'll have probably seen, like, strange flower formations as you go through the game, and, you know, have thought nothing of them, but now is fetch quest time.
Yeah, you'll get more distinctive physical landmarks when you're looking for these bean fruits. So it's not gonna be like they slap you out in the middle of like a completely clear field and you have to dig. Like there'll be some sort of physical indicator in a way.
Alright, the quest begins.
You know, I'm pretty sure we could have just bought these. I don't know. I mean, like, you would think they would have picked them by now and, you know, flash frozen them to preserve freshness, and then you go to your local mushroom. Well, what's the grocery chain in the Mushroom Kingdom? I want to know. What would they call that? Like M-Mart or something like that?
I guess Marion must get royalties off that. You know, it's the first letter of his name.
See, stuff like here, like, you get a neat physical indication of where a bean fruit might be. As long as you keep checking your map, you're not going to get lost. You'll be fine. They need a Luigi Mart then, if we're gonna have a Mario Mart. Well, but no, Luigi Mart is like, they have like Luigi Light specials, but, okay, this is supposed to be a Kmart joke, but I actually want to say, I've been in a Kmart recently. Oh my god.
Really? That bad, huh?
I was up there, at, where was I at? I was in, Kings Bay, Georgia. With my sister.
Yeah, you're not missing anything, guys. This is it. We're just bopping around looking for fruits right now. Continue, Helldragon.
Yeah, this isn't really like a super descriptive thing I need to do, but I'm up there in Georgia with my sister, and we go into Kmart because we have to get some stuff, like, you know, her baby, things like that. So we go in there, and the Kmart is a fucking ghost town. There's like, no, it's so sad. It looks so pathetic. There's like a few employees bopping around. They don't have proper uniforms. They have fucking blue shirts, and that's it. Like, that's their uniform. And it's like, we're going in through the aisles. Not all the stuff is in place. There's barely anybody in there. Oh my god. The entertainment electronics section was so pathetic looking. Like, the displays were messed up. There were huge gaps of just nothing. Like, no shelves, no items, nothing. Like, they just cleared out that floor space. Like, they had some shitty used movies. They just tossed a bunch of books in, like, a box for that kind of thing. You know, one of those metal containment boxes. It was just like, we're just poking through and we're like, oh my god, I feel so bad. Because when I was a kid, you know, I didn't really have it. Like, when I was a kid, I was pathetic enough that, oh, hello, Petey. I was pathetic enough that I really wanted to go to, like, Kmart and Walmart just to kind of go there and visit, you know, because they were so far off. And the Kmart I used to go to as a kid was really awesome, actually. Again, you know, because I was a kid and I blew that out of proportion. But nowadays, oh man, I'm surprised they're still alive. It makes no sense.
Indeed. Okay, tune in next time for more fabulous Helldragon retail tales, I guess. This guy here is weak to electricity. Don't jump on his head, even though it looks like it can be jumped on. I guess it counts as like a spike attack. That projectile looks very familiar. Oh well, it's back in his digestive tract now, so I guess it doesn't matter.
Again, it's getting to my pet peeve, where we have to make Luigi fight battles by himself. You're gonna mess up the experience, but I think this is like the only time you fight this guy. He's sort of like a mini-boss, quasi, in a way.
Yeah, sort of, yeah.
Again, I really don't get the fascination of giving piranha plants, like, Mickey Mouse pants. Like, why do they do that?
Are you expecting me to answer for the Petey
Yes.
Piranha for their crimes against fashion?
Well, you're the trivia man. Surely you know why the piranha plants wear Mickey Mouse pants.
Alright, okay, I'm gonna sell this right now. Why does Petey, spell it right, Piranha wear pants? There we go. Let's see. Petey Piranha is an abnormally large mutant piranha plant with a ring of petals on his head. Let's see. Pants. Nope, not seeing anything about the reason as to why, Helldragon.
Well, I guess it's one of the great mysteries in the Mushroom Kingdom. Why doesn't Petey Piranha wear pants?
And we actually got a special thing there. I'm not sure what Piranha... What was it? Piranha Swing?
I think it was, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna look this up. Piranha Swing, Superstar, Saga. Sorry for the sloppiness of this. Helldragon kind of caught me off guard. Go on, Luigi, give him the business, bring him back to full, glorious size.
Just don't give him an Invensa Shroom, that didn't work out very well.
As far as I can tell, the Piranha Swing is an exclusive, drop. I'm actually trying to find what it does here. God, you're not helping, Superstar Wikia.
Yeah, I'll just smash you in your fucking brains, that'll work.
I love the overworld theme, it's pretty great.
Oh yeah, I love it too. It's just kinda, nice and relaxing. Fortunately, at this size, Peasley can't blind us with his hair flash, so that's actually a benefit.
God, I cannot find a single thing, so I'll tell you next part, guys, sorry. I feel really bad now, because I was looking for a good minute or two there.
No, it's okay. It's pretty much just bashing Prince Peasley in the head with a hammer, it's miss-worthy. Developing the odd bromance between the two.
It's not like I like you, Luigi.
No, I think he likes Luigi a lot.
Okay. Well, we technically found that one, so I'll accept it.
I really gotta get a hoverboard with wings. It just seems like a cool thing to ride. I'd fall off and bust my ass, but I would try it.
Put your wagging finger away. We'll be the ones to win this competition.
Yeah, too bad we already got 3 out of 4, buddy.
Aww. Good guy, Luigi. I love Luigi.
Goodbye, you beautiful bastard.
Alright guys, we'll see you next time, where among other things, I'll actually be on my A game and be able to tell you stuff on the fly. See you next time.